Guys, welcome. We're going to be streaming Endless Legend today, and I've got a Wild Walkers game that I want to start, and we're going to focus on story this time. So I'm going to... Also, I haven't played it in a while, so I'm going to put it on hard. We're going to play with 6 Empires. We are playing the Community Balance patch, which I will put a link maybe at the end so you guys can check that out. It's really fantastic. Basically, the Community Balance patch redoes a lot of the balance in the game, some of the basic functionality of how different systems in the game work. And that team, I'm not sure how many people are working on it, but they've been doing a fantastic job for a long time. So, alright, we're going to get started. We're going to be doing Pangea, regular, temperate, and I'll just show you some of the settings, but they're all basic settings. I don't want to change too much. And if we go advanced here, you have special ELCP settings here over on the right hand side. And you can do things like change the way tech is traded. I can change diplomacy. And also, this is really handy, the army speed scale factor. I have it set all the way up highest because really it can be a pain sometimes in the late game if you're trying to get through a bunch of battles. You know, and you want to get through the battles quickly, but the animations are kind of slowing you down. So that alone is a really fantastic addition, and I think you should definitely install the patch if you play Endless Legend. We're going to apply that, and you can see I have all the DLC installed. We're going to set all the other factions to random, and we'll get started. I just love the art of the Endless games. I think all the factions, these are like the elves, essentially, the wood elves of the Endless universe. I was playing Endless Space 2 this morning, and I actually found Auriga, the planet that this place takes place on, in my game. It was really cool. The description said it was just a cold husk of a planet.
It is coming. I am convinced. Now I must convince the others. We have seen the longer winters. We have felt the limits of the sharing. Our planet is changing. We must change with it. We must leave the forest. Start again. Explore and reach out. We must find new ways. Adapt. Learn. For if not, we will perish. And that will not happen while I wear the crown.
All right. All right, we've encountered the empire of Agritad AI. It's a Draken. And of course, we start out in Cold War, which means we can cross into their territory. He says, "Peace be to Auriga and to you. May our conversations be civil and frequent." So they generally try and go for a diplomatic victory. If we go into start negotiations, we don't have enough influence to complement them or pretty much do any actions here, so we're just going to close out of it. Alright, here's our starting region. We're going to turn on the Fidzi. And let's see what our starting tile looks like. 16, 17, 6, 2, 10. That's really good. Let me just silence my phone here. Alright. That's actually a really great start. The science, the production, the food. And the reason for that is if we zoom out here, you can see we have two anomalies. We've got this wetland, which gives us a whole bunch of food and happiness. And palm trees, which give us a bunch of science, chiefly. But also 3 production there. So I'm going to continue scouting just to see if we can get a better, like a better tile to settle on, but that will be probably where we're going to start settling. Got some ruins here. Search them. We found nothing of interest. We'll just move on. And we have titanium, which is good. We're going to break the hero off. And let's see. Probably go north too. We do have a lake here that's good for dust production. We're going to settle. I'm just kind of hovering over to see if there's another spot which would be better for settling. This is really good for food, but the science is much lower. I really like this spot. This is fantastic. Let's settle here. And one of the great things about the Endless games is that you can rename almost everything in the game. So we're going to call this 0 because it's our home city, it's our capital. And we're probably going to want to go for, this is going to be industry, food, and science production in the beginning. Generally, a capital will always be industry and food at minimum. And we're going to try and focus on science here as well. So we'll validate that. And you'll see as I expand out and we take more ground, I'll start to name everything else. And like one node away, I'll start it with 1 here. And that's so that when we go into our cities list here, we can sort by name, and that just shows us the distance from the capital. And it makes it really easy to manage what kind of buildings we're building there. Dismiss this. Alright, I know I'm taking long on this first turn, but it's an important part of the game to get a good start. So, our next, we're looking for another forested region for our second city, and we're also looking for glass steel. We'll do Founders Memorial and get seed storage going. Growth in 2. Growth in 2 regardless. I'm going to put it on production here. And we'll continue. Oh, right, we have to select a tech. I always like going for Mill Foundry first. Probably into Public Library and into Language Square. And if you're not familiar, Mill Foundry just gets the production up in our city, which is really important in the beginning, because that'll allow us to build everything else. Science will allow us to advance further. And this parlay here will allow me to sort of get minor factions under my rule, basically. I'm gonna up the game sound a little bit for you. Go. We'll end the turn. New quest added, trees or towers. It's been a difficult winter. Not merely the weather and the hunger, but all the rivalries within the Wild Walkers have descended upon the head that wears the crown, your head. During the long cold months, when both space and activity were lacking, tempers flare and arguments begin. As usual, it's the shamanists of the Sokwa clan who fan the flames. We should not have left the forests. Our gods will desert us. We are made weak without the sharing. They should be named the Tate clan that talk too much. But you are the Anantio, the highest judge and warlord, and for now your word remains law. The challenge is to occupy these grumblers and those who would listen to them. They need a purpose and a distraction. Around you are many ancient sites, where previous civilizations rose and fell. To avoid that same fate, it would perhaps be good to investigate these places, and to give the grumblers something else to whine about. Explore the map and search for ruins, and we'll get 15 emeralds. This is not a great reward. It's better later on. But this allows us to keep the quest going, so we're going to try and fulfill it as fast as possible. Dismiss that. And we encounter the minor faction, Ursius. 5% building production cost reduction per pacified and rebuild Ursi's village on cities. That's actually really good. Let's see where they are. So they're over here in this other region. And they're right next to Weaver Worms. We encountered the Magte. Now these were actually introduced in the last patch. And they're based loosely on Chinese civilization. Known as a civilization of hard-working farmers, the lands of the Magte are closely identified with the intricate layers of terraces that climb the hills and mountains near the villages. It's kind of like the karst topology of southern China. Simulation effects, plus 10 fortification per pacified and rebuilt Magte villages on cities. That's good. Again, this is a better bonus for later in the game. We'll dismiss that. We have movement here. I want to go for these ruins and then scout out this region here, looking for glass steel. So we're going to move over. And we'll end the turn. Population has grown to 2. And we might move these guys over onto food. Yeah. Alright, this is a cold region over here. Great for science. I'm gonna move up here. Scout this out. Nothing of interest. Dismiss. We've encountered a new minor faction, the Haunts. Plus 5% science per pacified and rebuilt Haunts village on cities. This is really good. We want to assimilate them. This region here is forested, so we might want to prioritize settling here for our second city. But we'll see if they have glass steel there. Got 10 spices. Spices are great. 50% food on cities. We want to run this. We want to run this boost in the summertime when we've got more food generation on our cities. Dismiss that. We've got more ruins down here. And the turn. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. And now, okay, we have the eyeless ones up here in the north. Plus 5% per pacified and rebuild eyeless ones. Village on cities. It's okay. It's good for expansion. We'll dismiss that. We're going to run down here and explore these ruins. We got 70 dust, that's great. We have a river up here, which is great for dust production as well. And for industry, I believe. Eventually you get a building. It's been a while. But I think there is rain with industry during summer or forested tile. Never mind. Yeah, it's just dust production, really. because we have this aquapolistics. Need an exploited river tile to be built, +2 on terrain with river during summer. And then I believe there's a couple more out here, which help with production on river. Move these guys ahead. You have a whole bunch of anomalies here and it's forested. This might be a great spot. It's +8 science right there. 40 dust on those runes. Quest complete. Trees or towers. It's time to explore and learn. Search ancient sites for whatever treasures or knowledge they may contain. So we searched out those 4 ruins. We got those emeralds. And we'll see what the next quest brings us. New quest added. Echoes of the past. Time and experience bring knowledge, though new knowledge is not always welcome. Your dream of a great new tower to the stars, a symbol to the Gaia, has been put off by strikes and riots at the building site. Achak Adahi, who leads the Sokwa, claims your dreams are foolish sacrilege. He and many others continue to insist on the old ways. There are those, however, who have not been what you've seen, who have not seen what you've seen, and question the old ways as you do. You must explore, go further, learn more. You convince them to look beyond the forest, to seek new ways. It is time to explore further. New regions should be explored, and a new city founded. That should lead your people to believe that your wisdom, your vision for the Wild Walkers is more than just a dream. So give your people optimism and a new purpose by founding a city in a new region. Grow your city so it provides a solid source of industry. We have to spread and find a new region. We'll get more spices, which is great. And we are working on that. So we're going to move our... Let's see, do we have anything left to do on this turn? I don't think so. We'll end the turn there. And our mill foundry finished, the research finished, and we're going to be pushing into public library. So we'll queue up the mill foundry. I might consider rushing this here. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And then we're going to scout up here. We found the Erisis, I think they're called. I think that's how you pronounce it. These guys are awesome. These beings are large and formidable multi-headed hydra. They have hands with claws capable of manipulating tools, but tend to fight with their large, fearsome jaws and teeth. Atypically viviparous, this fact has caused them to develop villages and social structures. Viviparous, that means they give birth to live young. Okay. So they're up here. And we'll keep searching out this region here. And move down here with our hero. Ooh, we found a shield. +6 defense on unit, 20% defense on unit, 10% damage, or I can't remember if that's damage or initiative. Can be equipped on heroes only, costs 6 titanium. Which we will have shortly. Okay, we'll move forward. Alright, we completed seed storage, moving on to mill foundry. And I want to get that down to 2 if I can. 2 turns. I think that's good. 2 turns for mill foundry, and then we'll get sewer system loaded up there, and then 4 turns until we grow. we have dyes down here. Dyes are important when you're moving populations over into influence for our empire plan. So I can't remember how many, I think it might be every 20 turns on this speed, we'll be moving population over to influence generation so we can get better influence plan. Certain things like giving plus 20% science on city, plus 3 dust per population. We found the Delvers, that's great. And we've grown here. We want to search out these ruins. We didn't find anything. And because this is only one... This is adjacent to our capital, we do want to scout this region entirely just to see if there's glass steel there. There's glass steel up here. Ooh, okay. And it's forested. End our turn? Search these ruins. We got 5 titanium. I want to go for these ruins first. 30 dust, and then we're going to move up here. I think I'm going to skirt around here. Because we know that we're going to probably choose this region for our expansion, it's more important that I bring back my starting units so we can start to form an army. And we leveled up here. So, he actually has a really good skill, starting skill for scouting, which is this agile mover. +1 movement on units. So we're going to take that. Dismiss that. End the turn there. Mill Foundry is done. Sewer system next. Sewer system helps us with happiness, as it would. Alright. Accept our greetings, stranger. We are the Alei, loyal children and defenders of Mother Riga. So their scout is up here, but we don't really know where they are. They haven't found it in this region yet. It would show a different color. They're most likely right here. This is their border. Right here. Broken Lords. Right. They have a glass steel region up here as well. I tend to want to expand away from the borders, at least initially, so that we don't create friction with them, because that will have an effect in diplomacy. So we'll dismiss this, dismiss that. And we can end the turn. We just completed Public Library, and Language Squares next. So we'll move into Public Library, but first we need a settler. And before we queue them up, one handy little thing is they have the Flute of the Clockwork Phoenix, so that gives them improved movement by 1. You see they move right now at 4 out of 4. But if we add this, they get an extra movement unit, which is good when you're trying to expand. So we'll add that, and we'll queue that up. And we're going to move everyone over to industry. And the reason for that is that in Endless Legend, when you build a settler, you won't grow at all. So these guys need to be over on production or on any one of the global resources over here, like Science Dust or Influence. And we have 2 more Temple Ruins here. Found nothing there. It looks like we have another AI up here. This region is also quite small. Can't build on here, too. Let's see. It's not great for expansion. I could consider settling on directly on the glass steel deposit. I'm not sure yet. If we find glass steel down south here, then I'll go south, but I really want that so that we can get out an industrial megapole, which is one of the first wonders that you can get. It's centered around production. It's right here. So Baron of Industry, plus 25% industry per level on industrial megapole, minus 20% district cost on Empire. This is a fantastic wonder. This one next to maybe the Museum of Auriga are the best, in my mind, the best wonders in the game. The other ones are more situational and harder to get to. I think that's all we can do this turn. We'll end the turn. Oh, we've been attacked. We're being attacked by the AI. We can't win this battle, so we'll just retreat. Now, these guys really need to get out of there, so we're going to pull them back. And the reason for that is that if they're attacked again, they'll just outright die. Because they won't be able to retreat from the battle. We're also going to move... We want 20... Let's see, we want, I think, 20 influence total. But let's check. So if we go to simulate... Next plan's in 11 turns, by the way. We want 40 total influence. Okay. We'll actually do this closer to, like, turn... maybe like 15 or 16, and we'll move everyone over there. Move them back to the production here. And end the turn. Alright, we've completed the sewer system. We're moving on to the settler. Dismiss that. We found the Galdiris, and they give us plus 5% damage per pacified village. That's really good too. I'm worried about these guys attacking us. They pulled back though. The scout is trying to attack us. It's not really worth manualing. It's going to die. So we'll retreat. And it died. So that was expected. Not a big loss. It's a loss, but it's not too bad. We'll search these ruins. 30 dust. And we'll move this way. We found the Dorgeshi. And they give... I can't remember what their bonus was. I clicked away from it, but... We've got some really nice anomalies right here. Unfortunately, they're not on forested tiles. These are all really good for food. So this region would grow really fast, and we also have glass steel. I think we're gonna go down here, guys. Yeah. We need this first before we push into this region. This region has the miner civ that I want. You playing on which speed? I'm playing on normal speed, Garland. And the reason for that is I'm playing more of a story campaign, and I feel like on fast speed it's really hard to complete a lot of the quests. And it's just a more relaxed pace for a stream. You know, if we're on fast, things happen so quickly that it's hard to follow exactly what's going on. So, yeah, we're on normal speed. How's it going, man? Or lady? Yeah, I agree. It's more relaxed. Totally. I generally either play on normal or fast. I even play on slow. Yeah, totally, man. It's fun. I'm doing great. I'm just enjoying getting back into Endless Legend. I've been playing a lot of Endless Space recently. We'll end the turn here. No events. Pull back here. We're aiming for these ruins here. And I'm not sure... Ooh, we have a life tree. So this tile here would be great for settling. Even though we're going for industry primarily, you know, getting this place right here is also great for expansion, because we can expand onto this triangle of tiles here. Good. Okay. And we'll have our settler in 2, public library in 3. And let's get our burrow queued up here. 6-6, 4-7, 3-6, 3-8. I think I want to go here. Yeah. Let's pull back a little bit and see what's going on. We want to start moving our hero back to form an army. Now, instead of wasting time pulling him back like that, he might be ready to be assigned again, and he is. So we'll just assign him to the city here. And let's continue on. I'm yet to play Endless Space. I think you would really enjoy it. It's, it doesn't have quite the same character as Endless Legend does, but it's a fantastic strategy game. And get Endless Space 2 if you're going to play Endless Space. We can get our settler in 1. I might move... Yeah, see, we'll still get him in 1. Move over to science, actually. And let's go to our science tab. I want to move into Alchemist Furnace so we can get that titanium. And then probably into Empire Mint. And after I search this ruin, I'm gonna pull back up to the city. Language Square. So we can start talking to the miner civs now. And we're moving into our public library. So we'll search this out. Got Blood Crystal. This is good if we're going on the offensive. Not great, sort of economically. And we will move back into production. We're going to take our settler, form a new army. And I do want to move south here. So we'll meet up with this ranger. And I believe, so we can preview the Fidzi now. Just zoom in here a little bit. That's great. 15, 17, 6, 4, plus 20. That's awesome. That other spot up here with the anomalies, actually not so great. So we will be, we'll be settling right here. In 3 turns. And we've got to make sure we have something queued up here. We do. And we're going to go ahead and end the turn there. We completed the library. It's asking us if... I guess we should probably boost some spices now. Let's do that. We don't need to boost that. Yeah, and now we have fantastic food production. I'm just gonna merge these guys together just in case. New empire plan in 6 turns. So, what we could do is move pretty much everyone over there and then activate. But we don't have dyes yet, which would be great in this situation. Let's see our empire plan. If we simulate, we're shooting for minimum 40 industry. I'm sorry, 40 influence. So in order to get there in 6 turns, we probably will only need... See, that would get us up to 57 in 6. As it is, we'll get that 40. Although the +2 vision, if we simulate again, +2 vision is also really handy. So getting it around 60 would be good. We're going to shoot for that. So for that to happen, we need 2. Yeah, 7 times 6. That'll get us there. Okay. And there's not much else we can do. Oh, we can move there. Nice. Okay, we can settle this turn. Actually, we shouldn't have done that. We should have waited. It'll be okay, because now our empire plan is going to cost more. I forgot that I should have just stayed there. I sort of want to reload, but we're just going to go with it. We did, however, complete our quest, which is important that we're getting through our quest quickly. So now I'll go here and I'll move over another citizen. We'll go full on influence because it's going to cost a lot, right? If I go back here to simulate again, it's 40 each. So now we're shooting for 80. And is that possible? Six turns, 10. Yeah, we'll get there actually. So not that bad, but we also invested in that settler, and we want to get a new city created as quickly as possible to make up for it. So not too bad actually. foundry, into seed storage, into public library, into sewer. And let's check on our hero. She's locked, or he's locked for 2 turns. And that'll end the turn. Population has grown to 2. We want to rename this city. This is going to be our secondary production city. And we also have pretty good dust here. Like if I expand towards the coast, that's pretty good. So here, we might name it, we're 1 unit, we're adjacent to the capital, so 1. We're going to do industry, food, and I'm thinking dust. So we'll validate that. Now, like I said before, when we go up to our city screen and we sort, so this is first and that's second. And if I'm over here trying to decide what to build next, I can very quickly see, oh, this is industry focused. And if I've built out all of my industry buildings that I can, then the next priority is food, which you can see here, and then dust. And that's how I like to play and organize. Also, if I've saved a game, I can come back to it and very quickly look through the cities and see, okay, that's what I was doing here. That's what I'm doing in, you know, this other city. We'll move into the city here, and we'll defend. Love the city name concept. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's something that I do in Endless Space now, too. It keeps everything organized, and in games as complex as 4X's are, where you do want to specialize your cities or your systems, it turns something that's almost too complex to think about turn by turn into something that's really easy to manage. So I highly recommend, you know, figuring out a system that works for you and taking advantage of that system naming. Alright, we completed the Alchemist Furnace, and Empire Mint is next. Arrival of a dust eclipse, a twilight of shimmering light and sparkling dust. What sorcery causes this summer phenomenon is known only to a few, but none are immune to its mysterious effects. Dust blizzards blow over Ariga. Strange dust activity on temple ruins. Dust confluxes emanate from the land, granting XP and temporary boost to armies collecting them. And dust divination. During eclipses, sharing ability is active on all regions of the map. And movement through forest costs 0.5 instead of 2. That's really great for us. Be first to activate 4 luxury resources. So another... So the you got this, which is not that bad. We'll dismiss that. What is the purpose of specializing cities? The purpose of specializing cities is that, especially as the game advances and progresses, you can't afford, really, it's not efficient to build everything everywhere. And for that reason, you want to find cities that can specialize in certain things. So generally, your first couple of cities are going to be industry focused, but eventually, as you branch out, you'll want to focus on the global resources, and those global resources are science, dust, and influence. We actually have a ruin here that we could search. We're going to do that. We got 75 dust. Nice. And we're going to grab that titanium extractor. Can we get it in? Get it in 2. We have to keep these guys here. This is worth buying out. The reason for that is I want to go for that industry megapole. and we need as much titanium as fast as possible. So we'll do that, and then we'll move, let's see, growth in 2, Mill Foundry in 2. If we move over here, it doesn't really change anything. Almost tempted to move them into science or dust for a turn. Yeah, I think that's right. We can't forget about them, though. Another Garland, so you're learning? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm always learning, too. And I will say the other advantage of specializing cities is you have certain buildings which can only be built once in your empire. So here's your first one, and that's the husbandry center. So +5 food per citizen or per person on city. And so that for that reason, because you can only build one of these, there's also a dust one, there's a science building as well. You really want to focus on specializing to take advantage of those unique buildings. Alright, so titanium in 1. We need to move this glass steel up. We're going to do that second, get the mill foundry out. And that will end our turn. Move up here. We have Crystal Forest. So we have like a snowy crystal region over here. Is it? Yeah, it's the same region as that we scouted up here. This will be great for science. It also has forest in there. That might be a good third city location. Pull them back again. Alright, titanium extractor is done. Burrow Street's next. One thing before we forget, let's go to our hero and inspect him. We want to do the same thing that we did for our settler, so we want to give him improved movement, which will bring his speed up to 6, right? Because he has that special hero skill right here. So now he'll have +2. He'll actually be a really good scout now. And that'll cost 30 dust, which we can also afford. He's at the point where I can reassign him. So because we're able to move through forests so quickly, because we have that dust eclipse, I want to get him out on the capital here. So we'll go back into him, and we will unassign him, and then create an army on city. That's going to be our capital. Okay, so he pops out here, and look at his movement speed. Look how far we can move here. This is awesome. So we have ruins up here. Also, I kind of want to go for this. Over here we can see that we have an army there that could force us back. I'm gonna move up this way. And they came over to attack us anyway. Could we take this fight? $236, attack 30, initiative 20. I don't think we can take it. We're gonna have to run away. Retreat. But we are much faster than they are. Wait, I can't retreat? They can attack twice? This is bad, guys. We're definitely gonna lose this. I'm used to being able to retreat and then the army can't attack you. we're gonna lose our hero, most likely. So I'll manual this. This is really unlucky. We're gonna try and stay in the forest. Ready. Launch. Use your AP last fight so you can't retreat from this one. Wow, we blocked everything. I should have fought that initial fight. Because I think we could have taken it now. The only reason I ran away is because I didn't think he would follow up, right? Very bad. Okay. So when we go here, we can see disabled for 20 turns. Maybe. I don't think you can get a Skyfin below 50 health in auto anyway. Okay. No, I wouldn't have autoed it. I would have manualed it. So that's really, really bad. We'll be okay, though. What it does mean is I need to prioritize getting more units out. So we will mod this unit to have more movement. $126 base production cost. When we move these over, we'll probably be able to get them out in 2. And this city still needs to work through sort of the basic units. Or, I mean, basic buildings here. Okay, we got our glass steel extractor. Dismiss. Post and beam. So search the unspoiled ruins with wild walkers here on minimum 4 range. Our people remain small and weak compared to the vastness of Auriga. Your empire must be secured, and your armies developed. No great construction can take place unless your realm is secure. The sharing, while dangerous, gives you a great advantage when scouting. It's time to exploit that advantage. Okay. Grown to 3? Okay. And we need to get something else queued here. We probably want to go for open pit mines next, so we can get our luxuries. Oh shoot. We can go for another burrow here, which we will do. I like the idea of expanding up this way. 3-8 is also really good. 6-6. That's not bad either. 2-5, 2-5. 3-6 or 2-5, 3-5. I think this is better, going this way. My next one will be here. So next turn we'll get our empire plan. And we will go for this. Actually, I do want to get my first army out. So maybe something like this would be good. Plus 20% science, plus 20% cost reduction on cities, on units. Search here, 30 dust. We'll get our glass steel next turn. And I want to move these guys back into production. End the turn. Okay, Empire Mint tech completed, and Open Mine is coming next. Glass steel is down, seed storage next. The end of the Dust Eclipse. And we can lock in our empire plan. We have 104, you know, can't afford another one, so we'll just do this. I think what I'll do now is, okay, those units come out in 4, in 3. I do need to get a couple out. So instead of expanding again, I'm gonna get these 2 units out. Yeah. That scout is still there. I'm tempted to go for this ruins, but I don't want this unit to get annihilated. Can I move? No, I can't. I'll just pull back. That's good. That's looking good too. Alright, let's end the turn. Let's parlay on here. So, new quest added, free our people. The tribe leader wants proof that you're a reliable ally. They have brothers imprisoned in a nearby region, but only vague clues to their whereabouts. Find them, free them, and you'll cement the tribe's trust. To pacify Ursi's and... I'm not even going to attempt that name. Find and destroy the village located in the nearby region, holding kidnapped allies. So this is in our second city region. We have to locate the Dorgeshi village and destroy it. It's good that we're building. It's good that we're building some more military now. Then, okay. This faction quest we can't complete until we've assimilated a minor faction, because we need 2 minor faction units in our military. We'll dismiss this, and got the library up next. We want to consider building a settler, I guess, on normal speed around probably turn 35 to get our 3rd city out. We could consider just holding with 2 so that our influence costs are lower when we go for that empire plan on turn 40. So I'll end the turn here. And it looks like winter's coming.
The dark season has begun, moderate. In winter, life and movement are more difficult. So, chiefly, negative 25% movement on units. Scouting's going to be harder. Less food, less dust, less vision. Okay. But right now we can pick up pearls. We're going to try and do that with the units that we've built. We have a new army here. We'll move down and join them up together. Can't do it this turn, but next turn. We might want to move over to dust production a little bit because we're at a deficit now. It's better, +3. And I want to do it in my capital because I'm still working on producing these basic buildings here, so I don't want to kind of stifle that growth there. Pick the Empire Mint up next too. And I think we're good to end the turn. We've got Open Pit Mine up next, and then we'll probably go... Search Party can be really good if you're doing a lot of scouting. Reduces by 10% the odds to loot nothing after search in ruins. Increases by 5% the odds to get loot or an event. This is also a really important tech here, Mercenary Market, so we can buy more heroes. I think I'll probably go into that. This is more situational. And at that point, after these two unlock, we'll have Tier 2 unlocked, and the ability to build the Baron of Industry Megapole. I'm sorry, to get the Baron of Industry quest, deed, which unlocks the Industrial Megapole. And that's it for this turn. We'll end this turn. Okay, we'll move these guys together. So now they're merged, and they'll start picking up these pearls here. Now when we get enough pearls, we can do unlocks on these blessings. And the first one that I want to go for is probably Pearl Hoarding, which will allow us to build up stockpiles with pearls. The other really good early option is this Nyctalopian lenses, which gives us plus 10% on city. And you know how I talked about specializing cities? This is a good one because it's a percentage bonus for putting on the city that we want a science focus on, which most likely will be the city over here in the cold region. We're going to try and get that before this AI up here, this Alei, does. We completed the open pit mine, and the mercenaries are next. Public library's done, sewer system next. And okay, so somebody else unlocked the next tier. And so we're able to build the industrial megapole now. With the passage of an era and the advancement of science, some ancient mechanism has decided that it's time to open fortress facilities. Your exploitation. What mysteries were the seas hiding? Luxury boost facility. So this makes expanding out into the sea better, or easier. Spices finished. So we no longer get that food bonus. And we can do emeralds, but there's no need to. In fact, I might sell these off Got those pearls. We're sitting at 10 pearls now. We can't unlock that because we actually need to build the altar of Auriga. Which maybe we should do first. And that's probably going to be here so we can level it up more. I'll bring that up in the production queue. Okay. We're good on quests, we're good on citizens. We can end the turn. Okay, we finished that other ranger. Finished the sewer system. Return of the Urkons. The Urkon beasts are stirring. As violent tremors shake the ground, frightened surface dwellers whisper that the fabled creatures may be more than just myths. Soon, one will surely break through the crust, bringing a threat and an opportunity for all Auriga's races. So these are the giants that live under the ground in Auriga. And if you tame them, they become generally just incredible military units. So we'll see if we can find some of them. We will make a new army here. And again, we want to meet up with our forces. It's also really important that we get another unit out to round this army out. I might do that here, though, because our basic buildings are done. Yeah, I think I'll do it there. Growing in 6, that's not great. Growing in 3. And here, we might want to move over onto food as well. Looks good to me. We'll go ahead and we have some minor factions scouting out over here. Not too worried about them. I really wish we still had our hero, though. And let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I should do with this army. We might want to just sit around and defend, because pretty soon here they'll start trying to siege us. So we might just stick around. We got all the pearls in the area, and we're doing okay militarily. We'll end turn. Era 2, Age of Glory. So we finished our tech there. Newly trained units will now be veterans. Iron Tier 2 weapons and armor available. Empire Plan 2 available. That's great. So our mercenary market is done. And we want to move... This is an important decision for this next tech. Generally, I like moving into Glory of Empire so we can get our influence production up. Another good option is either the marketplace or this tech, prisoners, slaves, and volunteers, which allows you to decrease buyout reduction costs. I think we'll do this into coinage. Probably into trade. And then we need to swing back and start working on industry here. So the one that we probably want to do, that I want to do first, is canal locks, so we can get, or hydrology, so we can get canal locks and a canal system. Yeah, I think that's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can move one of these off back onto industry. Actually, 2. And we'll end the turn there. How's everybody doing? It's kind of a gloomy Sunday afternoon here in Chicago. Alright, summer has returned to Auriga. That's great. I love summer. Making everything lush and green. An Urcam emerges. Let's show the location. Ooh, look at this guy. They sort of remind me of a huge Pokemon or something. They're pretty weird. And the Urcon lice will start being pumped out. It's summer here in Brazil now. I know, man. I know. It's very hot down there, too. I have some Brazilian friends down there. I know it's extremely hot, and you guys have a lot of fires going on. I hope you're doing okay. Grab some cool tea or something. Just take it easy, man. All right. Population has grown. And we'll get that Altar of Auriga next turn. We have a roaming army here. I'm not sure because I play with them online, but I don't think I've ever really asked. I believe one of them is in Rio, I know that. But the other guys, I don't know where they're from. So we will, after these are done, in fact, after the altar is done, we want to get another mint here because of our upkeep costs. And we're waiting on this guy to come out. We want another burrow here, but where? Probably here. The output's not very good. We're still gonna go for it though here. 542 is good too. Yeah, we'll go here. 542. And then this will be our triangle. We're just gonna hold here. Defend. Actually, it would be worth going back here. If they get engaged, I can always pull back if a fight breaks out. Pull back onto the forest tiles because we get bonuses as wild walkers. So, in the turn, Brazil is big, and I'd love to visit sometime. So the Altar of Auriga is built. Awesome. And we'll need to build up pearls again so that we can unlock blessings. We will. Can we boost it all? No, we can't. I'm gonna end the turn there. So our dust production has stabilized, plus 13. That's pretty good. And we have that 4th unit out. New army. We'll merge. And I do want to think about pacifying villages that we already have here. Because every time we get a pacified village, whether it's rebuilt or we've done it peacefully, we'll get +1 population from that village in whatever city is in that region. But who do we want to go for first? Dorgeshi? That's the plus 0.5 resource per pacified. Or the Magte. I think the Dorgeshi. We want those resources. Turn 30. We'll end the turn there. And guys, I want to get up, stretch, get some coffee, and probably just take a little break. So I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, see you in a couple minutes. All right. And I'm back. Okay, let's let's keep moving forward, keep scouting. We want to take over this minor village here. I don't think we can fulfill their quest, but we'll see. They want to fight us. We can easily take this. We might even be able to auto this. But I don't want to... The thing about autoing is I don't want to lose any health on my main army. What do you think? Do you think we should auto, or do you want to see it fought? And cheers, everyone. Happy weekend. Happy New Year. I think we'll manual this. Let's do it. Oh wow, we start way back there. Well, we have 4 attack range. These are not forest tiles. Hopefully they move up and try and engage us. We'll try and focus fire the one in front here. And our militia is going to act as the stopgap to prevent them from engaging our archers. So we'll hit launch there. Yeah, this is an easy fight here. Yeah. Hit launch. And we'll just launch again. Perfect. And we'll move forward and parlay. We can't parlay with them. Wait, what was the quest for them? I can't remember. I think... Let's look. So this is the village that we have to destroy. So we'll do... This will be 2 for 1. We'll destroy this, rebuild on it, and then we'll also pacify this village here. That's great. We're gonna manual this. Fight it. Okay. So they'll probably move up this way. They can't go over the cliffs. They're gonna move up this way. We need to move... we want to stay put here, actually. Okay, we're ready. We'll try and focus fire. And launch. Garland says, I wish they would improve the fighting system on EL2 if this game ever happens. I'm sure it will happen. It's just a matter of time. You know, the fighting system's okay, but I agree, you know, it would be nice to have something more fleshed out. Could we move back? No. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Let's move that back. Okay. We took some damage, but we won. And one of our units leveled up, which is good. We completed the objective. The tribe has informed you their kidnapped brothers are somewhere in a nearby region. Right, so that was the objective. Now we have to return to the tribe village. We got 80 dust for that. Returning to the village will give us blood crystals and pacification. Which is back over here, so we're going to go ahead and move back that way. Right, so they leveled up. Pop has grown to 6 here. Museum of Auriga would be awesome here. It would be great if we could get that on this tile. If we do that, and we put everyone on industry, we could get it in 7. I think that's a good decision. You know, we're probably competing against another, and the AI might already be going for it, we don't know. In which case we would be reimbursed, but I still kind of want to go for it. The other option is holding off and just saving our glass steel for the megapole. And putting the megapole here instead. You can check your ranking in the technology screen to see if someone's going for it. Okay. Would that show it now, if they're going for it now? Or only when we start building it? Leader, enemy, boss. Level Agnes. Am I saying that right? Ah, the race to the Museum of Auriga. Nothing more fun than getting sniped by another player with 1 turn left to go. Yes. Yes, that happens. If you are first place while not having started it, nobody else is building it. Okay. So no one else has started this yet. No one else has started the Museum of Auriga. You know what? I think maybe we should go for the museum here, because that'll get leveled up when we build our expansion there, our burrow there. We might consider putting the industry megapole down here instead. And having this be our industry hub. This being our food, well, this being our everything capital that has awesome growth. And I do have, you know, I have titanium and I have glass steel coming in right now. So I think we could do both. And once this is completed, Glory of Empire will be moving into Imperial coinage. Meaning if we don't have enough, for whatever reason, I can buy some. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to place our museum there. And we're moving over to that other village. Now here, we need to build on top of that village, Dorgeshi. That'll be done in 5. And after that, we'll get 2 Dorgeshi units so we can move our main quest forward. And we could assimilate them right now. We want to do that because we like this bonus here. We'll assimilate. And you can see the assimilated minor factions in the Empire screen. I believe it's F1. Yeah, F1. And over time, you'll build up more and assimilate more minor factions. There's a tech here in the second tier called Native District, +1 minor faction assimilation slot. So when we do get another village somewhere, we could consider unlocking that tech there. Alright, we're happy, which is good. Extra dust, extra science. Let's end the turn. We'll continue moving. And I think we're just going to push through the turns. There are some pearls up here, but I don't really have a good way of getting to them right now. How many are there? It's just one, so it's not a big loss if I don't get it. And the turn there. Glory of Empire is finished. What difficulty on? I'm on hard. I didn't want to have a stressful game. I wanted to focus more on the story. And for that reason, I also don't have it on fast. I have it on normal speed. So every 20 turns we'll be doing that Empire plan, and things in general will take twice as long to complete as compared to fast speed. But it sounds like you're familiar with the game Leader Enemy Boss. You're a boss, so you already know. Alright, we completed the Burrow Streets, and we have the Dorgeshi structure building in 2 turns. And that'll bring our population up to 6, because we'll be getting another population next turn. And then the turn after that, an additional Dorgeshi pop. Congratulations, all the villages are now pacified. Leader Enemy Boss, I am the dev of ELCP. You are. Dude, thanks for coming on. I love your work, man. What a fantastic job you do. I just love it. Please excuse my ignorance. All the villages are pacified in the region called Vehexur. You have gained the confidence of the Ursis tribe in this region. So we get pacification and we get blood crystal. Yeah, cheers, man. So when we do, if we decide to colonize this region, we'll get this minor village with it. We have dyes there, which are super good. I really like this this resource. I'm worried that somebody's gonna get Fakir over here. Our little Pokemon. Somebody might try and pacify him. Saw the thread on Reddit and had to look. Also, hard is what I generally recommend to start in. And normal is my preferred speed as well. I also like playing on hard and normal speed in general. I know most people play fast online when they're playing multiplayer, but I generally prefer normal speed, and that goes for Endless Space too. So, do we want to boost anybody? Fortification. We don't really need any of these bonuses right now. I'm going to dismiss that. Now, we need to choose which region to settle in. I tend to think this region here, the cold region next to us, would be good. The Hexul is looking better because of the dyes and because we'll automatically get this pop here. And Aelwith was taken, which has the glass steel. We'll be looking for our tier 2 resources soon. Tier 2 strategics. This region has glass steel as well. And we might want to push out there, just so we have it. Prevent this AI from taking it. Settler is going to be built here in our second region. I really want to focus all population on building this museum so we get it out, and then we'll go into Glory of Empire. It'll be in 8 turns. That's going to be after our next Empire plan, but no matter. And we definitely want the Fast Settler out. Probably also into Glory of Empire. Yeah. 6 turns. Okay, let's look at our populations. We need to keep them all on industry here. And we have growth in 6. We're going to be getting that Dorgeshi pop. We can pretty much move everyone onto production here because the settler, either we'll keep them on production or we'll move them into the global resources here. We need to see how much influence we need. We'll simulate the plan. I'm not going to settle with that settler, but I do want to produce it. So, again, we're going to be favoring this side, and if we can, getting into that plus 33 building production cost reduction is really good. That's fantastic. Buyout reduction is good too, but less so. That will cost 160. Can we do it? I think we can. 160 is doable. You know, even if we don't move workers over right now, we'll get it. Because we'll be at 176. So that's perfect because we really want to keep our pops over here. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm going to move over to this other village. Going to 5, and we'll move forward. Yeah, leader, enemy boss. I also thought that this would be a good reference point for maybe people who haven't played very much. You know, they can see how the game works and what you need to be thinking about as you're moving through turns. And I think hard difficulty and normal speed are good settings, and just normal settings. So we completed the Dorgeshi, and we've got a settler coming out. We have another Dust Eclipse, which, if you remember, will move faster through forests, I believe, right? Yeah, movement costs to 0.5 instead of 2, so we move 4 times as fast through forest. My artist girlfriend, by the way, loves your portfolio, especially the shrimp. Oh man, I thank you so much. I'm a 3D artist, and I also do 2D art, retouching. I love. You might see me on here sometimes streaming ZBrush, where I'm sculpting, or I'm doing something in 3D. That shrimp is actually a Gamaris. It's a. I have them in my aquarium, which I'd love to show. Maybe I'll post a YouTube video about my aquarium. But they're very tiny crustaceans that live in almost all freshwater systems around the world. You post your work on IG. As an Instagram, I'm actually working on getting an Instagram, but I have, if you scroll down, like right below the video in my Twitch stream, you can see my ArtStation and you can see my Behance portfolio, which have different focuses. But yeah, if you guys are artists, I'd love to connect. I study biology, so I really love I love plants and animals. Studied botany. So that tends to come out when I'm creating something in 3D. If I'm doing personal projects, it's sort of in that vein. Definitely. Gonna follow you on Behance. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Are you an artist as well? Okay, so we have that Settler coming out. We have the Museum of Auriga coming out in 4. Which is fantastic. We want that. We need 5 more glass steel to begin construction of the industrial megapole, but we want to rush this in our second city, I think. Garland says, yeah, I'm graduating on graphic design. I do illustrations and calligraphy. Awesome, man. I love calligraphy, and I'm not surprised you're drawn to the Endless series because they really do excellent icons. If you've noticed in iconography. So I just love all the sort of the symbols that they use to represent different concepts. Yeah, their art and UI design is amazing. I think that's part of the reason why I've continued playing their games for so long, is because their style is great. Their design is awesome. Okay. Right, we have 1 pearl up there. We don't care about that. We're going to move forward. And our army has been engaged by those Urkons over there. We have 2 militia. I think we can take this fight. 188, 51, no initiative. Yeah, we can easily take this. I know it says it's sort of stacked against us, but that's just wrong. So we'll hit fight. Sure, I'd love to check out your work, man. I'll do so after the stream. Appreciate it. I'll go ahead and follow you, too. Let's see, what do we want to do? We want to stay on forested tiles. I'm not a fan of these guys being isolated, so I will move back down here. And I think that's good. We want everyone focus firing. Can they not? Oh, I see, it's the militia. We want to move them there to block. And I don't know, they might be able to move before our militia gets there. We'll see. Alright, let's launch. The militia actually moved back, which I don't understand. We're gonna launch that. We might lose this ranger here, unfortunately. Oh, good. They were blocked. Excellent. Alright, we'll launch again. The original spot they wanted to walk on was blocked by an archer? Yeah, okay, good to know. Alright, we'll take this and we won't lose anything, luckily. Excellent. Now I am worried sort of that this guy is too injured to actually fight if we want to take this city here militarily. Because they'll spawn two. If we can somehow keep them back, I almost want to wait on assaulting the city here. It would be nice to have our hero too. Is she back yet? One turn. Got one turn until he comes back. Actually, I'm going to pull back to this temple here. Search it. 130 dust, awesome. We might actually use that to retrofit everybody. And heal up a little bit too. Okay, Imperial coinage, 2 turns. We don't have the glass steel to start the Megapole yet, but I'm tempted to do that right after the settler comes out. Let's check the tech. No one's building it yet. We'll end the turn there. Right, so Mosi Pakwa has recovered and is available, which is wonderful because we need him as a... When we're attacking, we want him to tank for our archers right now, because we don't really have any other units that can tank. How much? We have 20 titanium. We could give him this quest shield. Nice. I think I want sharp sense on him too, because he'll be tanking. And we do have our tier 2 armor now. But how expensive is this gonna get? 54, that's not too bad. Let's do it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay. So, they are healing. What percentage do units heal per turn? In Endless Space 2, it's like 10% is standard. You guys know? I'm sure leader enemy boss knows. We'll get that settler out next turn. And we will be looking to push This is a tough decision. Do we push for science, or do we push for more industry? I'm tempted to just say more industry and forest. But we do have a little bit of forest right here. I still think that this is the better option because we get the free pop. Leader, enemy, boss. Not without looking. Yeah. Gotcha, no problem. It's just like, I'm just wondering how long it would take to heal this guy. And I can't heal them with dust, which is sort of what I would be able to do in Endless Space. I might buy out a unit. That's expensive. It might be worth it, though. 5% per turn without other bonuses, if I see it right. Double that if they are garrisoned. Okay. So I might want to buy this out and then garrison this unit here. I have no immediate use for dust, and getting this pacified will be good for when we settle. I think that's the right decision to make. Let's try it. So that takes all of our dust. Get it next turn. We will... hold up. We will... garrison this unit. Perfect. And that's sort of exactly what we wanted to do. Still positive on dust production. Could also escort the settler, build the city, and use the militia to support you in that region. That's probably what we'll end up doing. And we can do that at turn 40 or 41. Because we want to wait until after we lock in that empire plan to settle our next city. So, it's looking good though. I like the start. Really good. Let's end the turn. We unlocked our Imperial coinage. And Imperial highways are next. Which is great because getting 3 cities and unlocking this tech means we'll be producing a lot of dust. And we also, okay, Blood Crystal. I might consider boosting this when we attack. Might be overkill, though. We'll see. We could get tier 2 weapons, but we don't have the dust anymore because we retrofitted and we also built that extra unit. So we're gonna build a new army. Merge these guys and start moving out. Probably grab the settler too. Too big, right? Oh shoot. Well, they can follow it behind us. We move really fast right now. We don't have enough... Oh, it's already pacified. Right. Right, because we pacified this, it's pacified already. Well, good. Excellent. We don't have much to worry about then. Let's, let's see what our options are. Turn back on our Fidzy. We've got some good anomalies up here. Geothermal pit. That's too. It's too enclosed. We want to. Let's see. We probably want to expand somewhere around here. $12. This is 15 to 1. 13, 12, 15. That's not bad. Is there an anomaly here? No. We have titanium down here too. I can get here, let's see. Get here in 2 turns. I think I'm gonna do that. Wow, that's actually really good right there. 15, 16, 8, 2. What do you guys think? We'll get there in 2 turns too. That'll allow us to get our mill foundry out in 2 turns. This might be 3 turns. Maybe 2. Also much less science. It's just that the expansion here is not great. Great food. It's not bad. Oh. This is tough. The science is much better, though. Expansion is a future problem. It is a future problem. God, but that's so good. This is best, though. Even though it produces less initially. Much Fidzy is better now. So, like, you think this is best because you get more initially? Now over future, that's probably correct. Because 8 science is just, that's so good. And also the food is better than down here. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. Our militia actually leveled up in our capital. So, leader, enemy, boss. I was showing the other guys this, but I have a naming convention for cities where the capital gets a 0 because that's our first city. And then I have preferentially named it sort of what my priority is in terms of production. So I have industry as first in my capital, then food, secondary priority, and then science. Okay. And I do that for every city. So this city, my first expansion, follows the same convention. It's adjacent to the capital, so it's 1. Dystopian hyper-efficient nightmare. Yeah, I know. It's 1 away from the capital. Industry is first, then food, and then dust. Yeah. This is how I play Endless Space 2. Are you surprised that I like the United Empire in Endless Space 2? I feel like that these guys are the parallel faction. Okay, we'll end this. We'll end the turn there. Congratulations, you're the first to complete the construction of this legendary building. No other empire can claim this stupendous feat. Completed Museum of Ariga, next is Glory of Empire. And we'll just be trucking back up to help our settler. Damn it, I did it again, guys. I did it again. I should have waited a turn. All I had to do was wait one turn. I'm so displeased with myself right now. What do we need now? We need... In order to get this, we need 180. So we can still get that, which is what I really want, is this production bonus. It's so hard to keep track of everything, I know. Sometimes it is. Also, I feel like if I was just playing by myself, I would have remembered that. But it's all good. I mean, we have plenty of influence. And I will be able to get that 180 next turn. I can even... Maybe just for one turn. Let's do that. Talking and gaming equals disaster. But it's so much fun. LEB. I'm gonna call you LEB. It's easier to say. Alright. We definitely want a mill foundry. Seed storage. And then Empire Mint. Yeah. Public library. The next choice is kind of more complex. We're already getting titanium. I want dyes, so we're gonna do that. This might be worth rushing too. We do have the market now, and I will sell off blood crystals. We really don't. We don't need them. No, actually, you know what? Emeralds. Emeralds is the one we should sell off. $50 for 10. Okay. Do I really need 20 of these? I could sell 10 for 45. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. We'll search this. We got 85 dust. Fantastic. And it looks like our next priority as far as moving is this temple. We do have a roaming army here. What are they? Oh, right. Right. So we need to pacify this region as well.
I'm gonna pull back. And if we go to our quests, right, so that's the faction quest. I guess I haven't parlayed them yet. Have I? Let's see. I guess I haven't parlayed, no. So we'll push back over here. And we'll either parlay. If we can complete it quickly, we'll complete it, otherwise I'll attack them. Okay, so that's now 240. No, that's still 180. Okay, good. Next turn we'll have 209. So we really don't need to put all of these guys here. We'll bring some of them back to production. Next turn, we'll be able to queue this up because we're getting +1 blast steel per turn. Alright, good. We'll end the turn now. Alright. We're gonna lock this in. This is what I was going towards anyway. So that brings our science up. We're making 400 science. I need to choose what tech I want next. I think I'll go for prisoners, slaves, and volunteers. This is a great tech. That's going to come after hydrology. Which, because we got on titanium early, we'll be able to build canal systems in most of our cities. And canal locks, I think I will put in this city. This will be my industry hub here. So the question is, where do we want to expand out to? I'm thinking actually towards the coast because industry will be fantastic here. Already. We want to very quickly get a triangle shape here, though. So the best way to do that is either taking these three and this one, or these three and this one. I think, and because I want to level it up, if I put the industrial, if I put that here, I'll be able to get it to level 2, but I won't be able to get it much higher than that anytime soon, because you got the coast blocking. I almost feel like I should place it here, because eventually, if this gets really big, we'll be able to level it up, and I can still make sort of a triangle here. It does help to talk through this. This will get, the advantage is that this will get to tier 2 faster than if I place it here. In the long term, I feel like here is better. $18 turns. I'm just gonna put it in queue for now. And we've been attacked. I almost don't even want to fight this. I think I'll auto it. Yeah, they got annihilated. And we'll push up back over here. Wow, we can get there this turn.
I could bribe them. If I parley them, can I then bribe? I forget. Like, I want to see what they offer, but at the same time, I'd like to get them this turn if I can. So I can parley and then bribe. LEB. Okay. Let's do it. Find the monsters the tribe has identified their lair in Temple Ruins. Shit, no, I'm unsure. It's okay. If this doesn't work, I'll just attack them. Find the monsters the tribe has identified in their Temple Ruins. Show location. Way up here. We could get there in probably 2 turns because we're moving so fast right now. And that gives me grass silk. Guys, this is so good for the tech that we're going, because we'll be getting 3 trade routes pretty soon. So having 20 of this is actually really good. We can boost it at least once. I think we'll get there in maybe 3 turns. 2. Yeah, probably 3. Where is it? It's right there? Yeah. I think we're gonna do that because that's the better long-term plan, because we'll get better trade. Population has grown to 7. Good. We can move these guys off of influence and back onto industry. We might want to move them, like split them equally between growth and industry. Yeah. And we also want to lay down our burrow here so that our Museum of Auriga levels up. Glory of Empire in 2, and then Megapole in 18. We might put a building before this in the production chain to make this faster, but that's still the right decision, I think. Maybe another burrow. Nothing boosts industry, though. Alright, great. We're going to move forward. We will get there in 2 turns. That's good. And you see, that's why getting this as fast as possible is so important. Improve movement 1, and then in the skill tree, going for this. And when he levels up, we'll get it, we'll get another point here. Because between that and the eclipse, I was able to move from all the way here to here, which is like at least 10 tiles. If we had roads from trade, it would be even faster. Alright, we can end the turn now. No, I'm unsure myself. Yeah, I mean, in the end, it didn't matter because the better choice wasn't to attack, it was to fulfill the quest. End of a dust eclipse. As mysteriously as it arrived, the dust eclipse and its strange effects that swept Auriga has departed. Returning the land to normalcy. Ah, yes. The wonderful taste of normalcy. Okay, and because of that, though, we're moving more slowly, right? So it'll take us another turn to get there, which is okay. We leveled up. Great. Into speed. Dismiss. Oh, maybe I should have done that before I moved. We'll see. I don't know what the rules are there. If that would have allowed me to get one more movement on this turn. In the end, it doesn't matter because either way we'd get there next turn, but another thing I've always wondered. These guys are all on food. I'm gonna split them. And that'll get us the Mill Foundry in 1. We're about even on dust production. That's good. And because the eclipse ended, we'll get the Megapole in 10. Now let's check here again to see if anyone's competing. We're still at 1 there. That's good. Okay, next turn. So our highway's finished, meaning we can get a trade route now. And hydrology is next. We'll dismiss that. You've encountered a new minor faction, the Silix. Slow-moving elementals heavily affected by dust. This is another similar bonus. +5 resource per pacified and rebuilt civic village. That's good. Where are they again? Oh, they're way over here. Oh, that was because this was revealed. See, they're right next to this Orkan. Well, we won't be going for them anytime soon. Our ranger leveled up. We do have a ranger that's here. And another thing we need to do is get a couple of these Burdeki out. Now they're gonna serve two purposes. They're gonna tank for us because we don't have a good tank yet. And they also move forward our faction quest. I do want to get right of way up though. It's only 2 turns. We're gonna do right of way first, and then 2 Burdeki. This is producing all tier 1. We need to keep them producing and growing. We'll plop down our titanium. Do I want to rush that titanium? $85 for immediate, or maybe just move it further up. Yeah, we won't rush it. This is good. Titanium in 2. And we'll search these ruins here. Alright. Find the monsters the tribe has identified in their lair. So we did that. You've been trapped. Survive if possible. But more important, make sure the monsters are killed. Oh no. We did it all for the grass silk. Demons. Now these guys are pretty tough. We do have a retrofitted hero though. With block. So I think we're going to be okay. We're going to manual this. Alright, let's start. Ooh, I need another drink. Getting parched. Okay, so our hero is going to immediately move to block this unit here, which is perfect. We'll move him up. We have, if you look here, we have a range, I think it shows, range of 4. Where is that? It's here somewhere. But this is pretty good positioning. I might move here. Move this guy back and forward. That's good. Get ready. Yeah, we want to hit... We want to shoot this guy here because he's not blocked. That's good. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, we'll take this really easily. No losses. Wonderful. Our hero got pretty low. Great. Congratulations, all the villages are now pacified. In our capital, the Magte tribe is glad to become an ally. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So now, immediately, this is pacified. That range, yeah. They have awesome range. Immediately it's pacified and we get that +1. I think it's just 1, if there's just 1 here. Yeah, there's just 1 village here, so we get +1 population. Burrows and 2 right of way. Yeah, okay. Mega pole into right of way. This is probably Glory of Empire into right of way. We might consider rushing some of these now. Rushing dye extraction. Yeah. We can search this again, I think, too. Nothing. Damn it. Okay, this is looking like a good region to settle to. We've got forest, good expansion. We have glass steel. This is also an option because there's such good science production, we can specialize. Hard to say. I might parlay with these guys. Sign a peace treaty with at least one of your neighbors. I don't know if this is going to happen. In order to get a peace treaty, we need a certain tech. And I usually don't prioritize that tech. We do get 25 wine, though, which is it's a fantastic resource for expansion. I do want that wine. Who would be best to befriend? If we go to diplomacy, I want to say Draken would be most inclined to take a peace treaty. But I don't know if I want to make them my ally. Where are they, too? Don't know. Oh, actually we do know. These are the Draken up here. Orange. That might be good. because then we can consolidate this front here. If we settle here, at these two spots, then we know we don't have any aggression here. We might be able to push out to the east. I think that's a good idea, actually. But you know what, guys? It's about that time. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and probably going to grab some dinner. I will leave it here, I think. It's been a fantastic stream. We've had a lot of... we finished a lot of quests. We got a really good start. And this is looking like a great start to just a fantastic game here. I'm planning on streaming on Tuesday. So if you guys are around on Tuesday, I can't do tomorrow. But we will continue off of this save on Tuesday, probably at 5 p.m. Central Time. And I'll be posting that in as many places as I can, legally. So I hope to see you guys there, and it's been really great meeting you. Thanks, Garland. It's been great meeting you. Thanks, Leader Enemy Boss, again, for all your hard work. And we'll have to stay in touch. I'd love to see you on the next stream, too. So until then, have a great night, have a great weekend, and take care. Thanks.